Derek Thomas used to cause wreck havoc.
Between guys who...
Reed. Oh, Reed, don't you like...
Hey.
Reed, I thought you loved me, man. Me and this guy...
That's another one.
I taught him how to play golf. What's up, brother? I love you, man.
That's beautiful. Dre Reed, what's up, baby?
We on right now, man.
Give it to him. Just sit down, grab a headset.
Don't you do me wrong.
Andre Reed.
Don't. We go back, bro.
He was a bad man.
Introduce.
Hold up, man.
Introduce
Hall of
this
Famer,
gentleman.
Andre, need no introduction.
The
man, the
jacket
myth.
on.
He got the jacket. This is my brother from another mother. I love this
Dre
dude.
Reed.
He ain't nothing he ain't done.
You know, no, we from the same mother because we both light skinned.
And Diego, me and Reed used to get crazy, Daddy. We used to get crazy.
Because in Diego, they'd be like, are y'all related?
You know what? I ought to be ashamed. And I'll tell you why. Ask me where my mom and dad went to college.
Kutztown.
That's right. Kutztown State University, baby.
Son.
I'm from Reading, Pennsylvania.
Yo, man, let me tell you about Kutztown. Their football program has stepped it up the last, 5 years. They were in the semifinals this year. First time ever in the history of the school. And the school goes back to 1800.
Used to be a teacher's college.
Not
Kutztown's
1800,
teacher's
but
college.
1800.
You were wide receiver royalty. I want to ask you about Brandon Ayuk, because when the Niners drafted him, I was like, who? They got Lamb and all the other shiny objects. Did you know Brandon Ayuk would be this?
Hey, dude, yes. Because you got Debo on the other side helping you out. And Ayuk is a beast.
Wow. And that's royalty.
Oh, no.
He was
That's wide receiver royalty saying that.
Can I tell a royalty story about the...
No.
From Fresno.
Look at Lo get nervous.
Because Reed, he know too much.
Guess what?
He know the bodies are.
Okay. Hold up. I'm gonna tell you the story on the low.
Okay. That's a 4.
Don't do it, Daddy. Don't do it, Daddy.
Real quick,
Don't do it, Daddy.
this is Hall of Famer Andre Reed, along with should be Hall of Famer Lorenzo Neal.
Yes, definitely should be a Hall of Famer. But we were playing golf. You know where I'm going with this one.
Boy.
I'm getting ready to go. I got to put back and be back.
We're playing golf, and we were playing in this tournament, and I get paired with him and LaDainian Thomas.
Yes. LT.
And another guy. So we're playing. This dude gets a hole in one. Matter of fact, I was in the group behind them. They were in front of me. The dude in their group gets a hole in one. Remember that?
Yes.
I saw them at the end of the thing, and I went to the bar with them.
Yeah. The bar.
We didn't come out.
I've been with them.
We didn't come out till 3 days later.
That's wild, man.
You had a hole in one. You had a hole in one, though.
But here's what happened. Before you know it, we're doing shot, da-da-da-da-da. I left my car there. My clubs. I left everything there.
Like everything.
Lorenzo Neal.
Everything. But think about it, he was still functional. We were all having a great time. I'm not leaving the car. We just spent
3 days. We just started.
But the funny thing was, he goes, yo, man, my boy in my group had a hole in one. Come on over here and get it.
Well, you know, the dude that hits a hole in one's got to pay for everything, too.
They didn't pay for nothing.
Really?
I mean, money bags right here.
They
Come on.
they didn't even pay for a cab for me to get out of it.
72 hours. Hey, Andre, give us a prediction. How you see this, man?
I don't, bro.
It's so hard.
Okay, these teams, they know each other, but they don't. Oh, man, I'm an AFC guy. But I want the Niners.
Do you want him?
Do you feel good?
Because I feel the Brock Purdy story of Mr. Irrelevant
Rick, speak to us.
could go like there's no ceiling for that.
Wow.
For him to win.
Do you think he's getting robbed of some credit because people missed
Now,
all the experts missed him?
Will he be able to play at this stage?
That's it.
This is a different stage.
No doubt about it.
Super Bowl's different.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I look at the 2 games against the Packers, obviously, and the game they just won against Detroit, and I like Goff. I don't know Goff could have led the
Dan
Lions
Campbell.
I'm sorry,
that dude there.
Yeah, come on.
People mad at him now.
Wait, what's wrong with saying, hey, you know what? Maybe I would do something different next time.
That dude walks around with Brillo pads.
I got you, but hey, it's about your math, yo.
Dude, he walked
around. Field goals.
You know,
take the 6.
Remember when you were little, you went in the bottom of the sink and the Brillo pads were in there? The ones in the corner, all the way in the back? Dan Campbell got those in his pocket.
I'll give him that.
Let me ask you this, though. If you're on a team and Dan Campbell, introduced himself the way he introduced himself, biting the kneecaps.
We going.
Would you?
We rolling.
Or would you been like, well, come on, what's going on with this guy?
He real, though.
This is the NFL.
There's a certain thing to talk like that and not back it up.
Right.
You know, as a coach, you got to wear different hats.
Right.
Right? As a coach, you got to wear different. For every person you know on the team, you got to have a different hat for that person. And that's hard to juggle with personalities and this and this and this. But if you real, straight up like Dan Campbell is, them dudes come in the building like this. Man,
put mine in there.
Give me some brittle. Give me some brittle pads too.
How long does it take a team to know that he is the real deal? And
it's 3 years.
You know what I mean? Like
3 years. He's been there a couple years now.
Yeah. Interesting.
But it should be a good game, you know. It should be a good game.
Andre Reed joined us on 95.7 The Game with Lorenzo Neal.
What are you doing now, Drew? Dre? I mean, you got everything going.
This company, B-Goat.
Okay. Talk to us about it.
I'm going to talk to you about it. It is, you guys ever watch cricket?
Yep.
Yes.
So cricket is the number one. No, we just thought that was baseball backwards. Cricket.
We got a collegiate baseball player over here.
Dude, you watch cricket and these dudes hit the ball, and if it goes behind them, it's good.
You're like, dude, go behind.
What's up with that?
Oh boy.
So I have this company called B-Goat. I'm an ambassador with Owen Morgan, who's the number one cricket player in the world.
Wow.
He's like the Tom Brady of cricket. Whoa. And this company is distilled. The whiskey's distilled out of Denver.
Okay.
So what we're trying to do is bring cricket, NFL football together.
Wow.
Because cricket's the number one sport on the planet. You don't realize how many people watch it.
I did not know that.
Cricket, soccer, football's 3.
Because India is so populous.
India, Abu Dhabi. Dude, I'm going over to Abu Dhabi.
Can I go?
You ever been there?
I'm trying to dabba dabba do.
I want to roll with you, bro. Put shirt ready. You got Tim dying over there. Steiny, he got Tim dying over there.
Dude, I'm trying to be like the Flintstones over there.
Okay. No doubt,
Yabba dabba doo.
I got one for you.
I want to go, bro. Let me go with you.
I got one for you. You go to Allentown Deeriff High School.
Yes, sir.
And then you go, like, why'd you go to Kutztown?
Because I wanted the cow tip.
Oh, yeah. See, country boy, too.
And he had
country
tip in his town.
That's Division II. Kutztown's a Division II school.
Picture this.
No recruited?
4 black dudes from Philly cow tipping.
Oh, wow.
Nobody knows what you're talking about. Nobody knows what you're talking about. This is going back in the city in San Francisco.
Just think if there was YouTube back then and you found 4 black dudes out there trying to run over some cows.
That is crazy.
The cows sleep standing up, Guru. You didn't know. So they sleep. So in country. So you're like, what the hell's going on? I know, Guru, because you're like really.
Well, Pop's from East Texas.
Okay, but you know, sometimes people don't want.
You did it.
Yeah.
It is a thing.
Sometimes people just don't know, though. I mean, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I got you.
That's all. I wasn't trying.
You know what?
A lot of people like.
You just don't piss off the wrong cow.
Yeah, because those suckers will turn on you.
Andre, I can't let you leave without asking you this question, because you got your company. And I don't get paid to have a vision, but next year the Eagles are going to start their game on a Friday in Brazil. And sometimes
that's what this B-Goat's about. It's about the international part of it. We're in London. We're everywhere. And we're going to be in Brazil. Man, Brazil?
But I love it. I'm old school. I love everybody. I'm like, why is he
Look at Lolo. Lolo's like, can I go?
What's my name, Skip?
But the Taylor Swift component to, as a former player, this is your alumni. Do you like that? Is it because it's more eyes on the game? I'm like, what eyes? But is that real? Is that? Do you like that? Sitting back, seeing that part, not infiltrate the game.
No, it is. It is.
Is it helping the game?
It's giving the game some money.
Okay, that's all it's about, I guess. Then.
So you're not going to tell me?
I'm not mad.
The bottom line is dollars.
But don't make dollars.
And they said that
DJ Quick,
straight up quick.
So you're not going to tell me why you weren't highly recruited out of high school?
No, man, I was a quarterback in high school.
And so when did you? So you go to Kutztown.
I couldn't throw from here to that wall.
Oh yeah.
But you can run. Hey, but you can run. You can make guys miss, and you can run.
Guess what? I can run.
Okay.
When did you When did you think you could even play in the NFL?
You know, Reed spelled backwards is deer.
Okay. Wow. We got Neely.
We got Neal Smith.
Right on, Andre.
There he is.
Hey, right on, man.
Man, we could have talked all day, but dude, he was laughing his butt off.
Yeah, no, you got Tim. Yeah, Tim. He's serious, man.
Hey, Andre.
Thanks, guys, man.
Thank you for joining us, man.
Love you, boy.
Kutztown State University's finest.
Hey, do not
By the way,
forget that story about Lolo.
He may have been the best player out of Kutztown State, but he wasn't the first. Doug Dennison.
Okay,
Doug Dennison, a former Cowboy. You ever remember him?
Vaguely.
Yeah? Yeah? Bruce Harper?
Yeah. We got the big man in
Andre
here now.
Reed.
Yeah.
All right, Neal Smith's going to join us,
Big
former
Neely.
defensive end for the
Big
Kansas City Chiefs. See, this is what
He
Lowe
looked like
does.
he still get out to the
Big Neil.
quarterback.
This is what Lowe does.
Big Neal the guy.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Got some Lolo stories.
Nah, we didn't club it hard. We never got crazy.
What's up? How you doing, man?
Yeah.
We hanging in. Good to see you.
Hey,
Thanks
Neal,
for
how
your
you doing,
time,
man? Matt Steinmetz. It's nice to meet you.
He still get after the quarterback, Low. Yeah.
Hey, we got one play. Come get us after that. Come get him off the field.
Here's how I'm going to start this, Neal. You tell me what you think of Low Neal as a player, and then I want Low Neal to tell us what he thought of you as a player.
Good stuff.
Wow. Well, let him go first.
All right.
Hey,
I'm the elderly. I defer to kick it to the second half.
We about right there. You ain't got me much. I remember practicing against these guys when I was in New Orleans.
Okay.
We'd go to Mankato and we'd have that little scrimmage. And stuff.
Yeah.
And just I remember going against him in DT, and I had to pass block and be able to block. Skipper was my running back coach, and man, it was just awesome that when you watched him, because I was a little younger, and said, man, that's Neal Smith.
Yeah.
And he had the club, he hit the home. I mean,
I love that.
You couldn't block. I mean, you watch him. People would double. They would turn protection to him. Then you have 58 on the side was a bad boy too. So you had game records, game changers. These two pair, or you got to. They were in their era. I think one of the top. There was a lot to think about Lloyd and help me out with Pittsburgh Steelers. Lloyd, who was the other guy played with?
Kevin Green.
Yeah. So it was an era where it was like, okay, these were those guys. These were those guys. So Neal, man, come on, man, this was the man.
No
right?
doubt about
Neal
it.
Smith, baby.
About Lowe, how was the fullback position? The running back position's kind of been devalued a little. Fullback even more so. 49ers use one.
Such a shame. There's so many great backs and fullbacks that came through the league, and it was defined where, now you're trying to see them fading them off. I mean, you know what? Bring it back. Do like the 49ers do. You know what I'm saying? You know what? They used to be, and on defense, it was kind of easy. Okay, you follow the fullback, he'll take you to the ball and all that stuff. But they never say that. Well, how did that fullback get that ball and get that 5 yards right up the middle? Because we'd never think about it.
Right.
You don't worry about him running the ball. You're not worrying about him breaking it.
Right.
But they'll break a few here and there.
Let me ask you this just about Juszczyk. Is Juszczyk a guy that Kyle Shanahan looks at and says, I'll tell you what, that's a fullback I can use, as opposed to he sees 100 other fullbacks out there and doesn't have any use for him? Like, is there a reason he's got Juszczyk working for him, whereas other coaches don't use the what is?
Well, I think like T.
What's he seeing?
I think when you had the guys like T. Rich, Sam Gash, all those guys, Max Strahan, they would get downhill, and you didn't have guys that were going to go ahead and make a hole. You don't have that anymore. So what happens? You devalued it because of the fact that then you say, okay, guys aren't physical. The physicality of the game sort of started to change. So they okay, let me use an H-back. Let me use it. I played with Frank Wycheck, rest in peace, one of the great tight ends. But Frank was like, man, coach, I don't want to do that. Put Lowe and Neal for the blocks. Sometimes they would try to use him, and he's like, dude, I don't want to do that. You got to have a different mindset, blocking guys like Neal and blocking guys on the edge, going against the defensive end, wham blocking, going down. You just got to be able to set the tone, and a lot of guys don't play with that physicality, so I think that was some of the phase out, but a great coach, and this guy, Marty Schottenheimer, man. Oh, yeah. Marty loved the fullback.
Neal, let me ask you this, because you're on a list of dominant pass rushers in my life, okay?
Thank you.
And with money comes expectations, and I'm talking about Bosa for the Niners. Up until the last game, he had been on a spell. I believe it was 4 or 5 games with no sacks.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to me about the average Bear. The average fan is going to say, where are you at? You didn't record a sack. And I know there's a science component to what you do, but when you see this Niner defense, especially these last 2 playoff games, Neal, it hasn't been disruptive. What are you seeing? And is it fair for people to say, hey, Bosa, where you at?
Yeah, you know what? He's still there. And the thing about it, if you ignore him, he can have a full day. And that's how they come. Sometimes they come in bunches, and a lot of people don't understand that, you rush the same way, but then, you got to change some things up, but then it's not always getting there. Getting there, because teams adjust too. They're just throwing the ball quicker.
No question.
You know what I'm saying? They got more trick plays for you to try to worry about. And then when it's time for you to rush, they're dropping the screen on you or they're doing something to make you be off. So it's not always winning right then and making the numbers happen. Hey, I went 4 games without sacks, and it sucks. And I was betting against Derek Thomas, like, how many sacks you going to get?
Right.
Next thing you know, he gets 6 in one game or 7 in one game.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, man, I'll never catch him. When can I just get in now and give him my money? Because I ain't going to never catch him for the 7th deficit. But then I come back and get 4 against the Raiders, and it happens. So it happens in bunches. Defensive guys know that. It's a part of it. But, yet, you know what? If you just do your job, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The main objective is, you know what? Can I get to him? Can I apply pressure? What can I do to get my team off the field? And people don't respect that enough in this game.
How did you, as a player, when people would double you, and you don't want to be condescending to other players, and you know you're getting doubled and tripled, and back is chipping you as well, what do you tell your other guys to say, man, I'm getting doubled? Somebody got to make, or how do you handle that without going over the top? You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? You got to take it as a team player. You know, you got to be a team player. And I know most of the time I drew all the double teams,
question.
you know, away from Derek. You know, it didn't matter was he went left side or right side.
Right.
You know, but if I'm going to draw the double, where I'm going to feel comfortable, I'll say, Derek, you know what? You still on the left side, and I'll take care of the right side. You know what? Do you and I'll do me. So when they switch it over and they say, okay, we're not going to let him beat it, then I have my one-on-one chance. So it really kind of combinated a little bit if you have someone to help you to go from one side to the other side, and that's what I love about the game.
Last time, it's Neal the Guru Johnson with you from Las Vegas with Lorenzo Neal and Neil Smith joining us. We're going to have guests galore all day till 2 o'clock. We're here for the Super Bowl. I guess what I wanted to know is how soon into a game would you know they're not going to let me beat them?
Like that's very soon.
And then does it stay consistent the whole game, or are there opportunities here and there for you?
Well, you would hope that they would back off. I'll never forget when Derek broke the single season record in sacks against Seattle. Yep. I was looking at the Seattle guys. I said, hey, look, guys, you know, y'all sliding. Y'all got 3 guys on me, right? And the 3 guys that you have on me, what's happening here? Yeah. It's like, and at halftime, they're going to just, oh, yeah, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, they're going to slide the line to Derek because he raised all they have. Right. Stay right with me the whole time. And he did his thing. Yeah. I wasn't mad at it. I still had my opportunities, get a few in, but
it was a good shot. Wish that was me, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, real quick, Neal, it doesn't have to be real quick. Tell us about what you're into with mind-body optimization, mindbodyyo.com.
Yes, man.
What's that all about?
I'll tell you what, it's time now for people, we're bringing awareness for mental health people to get off the couch and to seek some help in your life, and 90%, 4% of men that more than women lose and take their life because they won't get no help. Now, everybody know there's somebody sick in the family or whatever, but you got to understand that, we can seek help, and this is why mind-body optimization has been, and we're putting this on the platform to try to help bring awareness to depression, right, and to helping people that have mental health, where we can go one spot and get help to the individuals, and that's what I love about them having me here and being a part of it. I was with the same guy that started the Low T Center. Wow. Years ago, and what saving lives big time on that side. Right. Mike says this year come back out with another opportunity to get into the field and to helping people. Because
a lot of people don't like talking about it. They're dealing with psychological, dealing with issues, and you're you too much pride. You don't want to tell what I'm going through. How would they get help if they were trying to reach out to it? To what do they need to do? And how's their
Well, like you said, you just go to the website and just to get involved, because it's just up and going now, and they're going to start in the San Antonio areas and in the Dallas area that they're putting up there. But the main thing is, like, I tell people all the time, it's like, everybody knows it. I've been through depression. I'm sure you have, bro.
No question.
And it's not a good feeling. But as football players, we know how to handle things. We handle things different than everybody else. But it's okay for me now, if I have problems that I'm going through in my life, to get to seek this help. Yeah, right. That's what we're here for.
Wow, that's big.
How was the first year out of playing for you? Was that a tough year for you? But both of you guys, when you stopped playing that first year?
Well, the first year, you still think you can play, right, but not at my side. not in my boat. You know what I say when I walked off the field, and I said, man, what more can you do? Of course, my everybody wanted to end on a great note, and I was retired, after the second Super Bowl, with Denver. I had a great run and been there. And then I get a call from the late Junior Seau. Junior Seau. He said, "Hey, Neal, what are you doing now?" This is my second or third year out. And then I said, "Oh man, I'm just walking around and jogging in a little bit." And he's like, "Well, I need you to do me a favor." And I said, "What favor you need?" He said, "Well, I need you to come out here for Sunday where you can line up." And I looked at him, I was like, "Oh hell no, man!"
He wanted to be on the field.
But wait a minute, on this defense, this is how great Junior was, and I lost, two great guys in him and Derek Thomas, man. Junior persisted me to get on the plane. I'm sitting in the plane for you right now. You can't tell me no because you owe this to me. And so he was that type of guy. And I said, all right, bro, bet. So I had to go take it up with my wife at the time. Yeah. Caused me to get a divorce because when I left, she said, if you leave and go play, and it's 4 games into the season. I went out there and lined up, man, and ran straight up the field. I had to learn no defense. Came home with this and that, and come back, the wife was already back.
Derek, give us before we get out of here. Give us a quick prediction. How you see this happen? How you see this game going?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't know why these people keep on underestimating the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I know Frisco's got a great unit over there, man. McCaffrey, Debo. They got an offense that the Chiefs defense is going to face that they probably haven't faced this year. Yeah. But I think they're up to the task because I really believe that you go against Mahomes, and he's been proving that, I'm this playoff guy.
No question.
This is this playoff team. And now you come to Vegas, of all places, and you put him as the underdog?
Yeah.
I don't understand what Vegas know that we don't know. Yeah. So when they starting something, I'm thinking they're going to win. I think the Chiefs going to take this 31-28.
Okay.
That's
a good game. Yeah.
All right. That's Neal Smith, man. Thank you so much for joining us.